Heart Wellness. This week is Children's Mental Health Week, and I wanted to come on just to share a short yoga practice with yourselves but also with your children. Now, the last year has been very difficult and challenging for us all, but particularly children. As a mother of four, I feel, or I know, that children like to have a routine. They like to know what's going on and what is expected of them. So it's been a real hard year for them. And I think there's lots of negativity around children at the moment, saying that they're going to be the generation that's not going to succeed, or the generation who aren't going to get the grades that they want, and how's that going to impact their life. And of course there needs to be that element of concern, but we also need to celebrate them. How amazing are they doing, are they being through all of this? Without my children, I wonder how I would have coped, and the resilience that they show is astounding. So how about we switch it and we make it a positive thing? You know, children have had more time to be at home, perhaps to be more creative, baking. Maybe they're going to be the next top chef. Maybe they've been doing some sewing and some craft, maybe writing, videoing, journaling. All these things are individual to them, which would make them unique. So maybe that's where they're going to blossom and grow. Maybe they have found a passion. So anyway, enough about that. I'm here to basically share with you a very short practice of yoga. I teach in schools, in secondary schools and primary schools, and I've also taught in preschools. And the difference that a yoga practice can make to a child, whether it's physically, emotionally, seeing a child who often is quite quiet suddenly come alive and blossom, that confidence that it can give. But also the practice of yoga is supposed to be non-competitive. So it doesn't matter, there's not a particular goal that a child has to get to. They don't have to score a goal. They don't have to make sure they're on the winning team. You know, just being there, practicing and breathing, they're winning already. So I'm here to share this practice with you. So if you haven't already and you want to, it's only going to be about 15 minutes. If you want to go in and ask your child to come and join you, then please do. You don't have to have a mat. You can maybe have a towel on the floor or a blanket to make it a little bit more special. Maybe you can put some music on, and I will see you in a few moments. Welcome back. So here, come to a comfortable seat. You can be kneeling or cross-legged, and we're just going to take a moment to close down our eyes, gently closing your eyes. Your hands can be rested wherever comfortable. And we're just going to notice our breathing. So just watching and feeling our breath moving in and out through our body. And a nice way to do this is to bring our hands to our belly. Okay, and as we breathe, just breathing naturally for a moment. Just notice your belly rising and falling with the breath. And then maybe we can start to make our belly a little bit bigger, a bit like a balloon. So imagine your belly is a balloon, and as you breathe in, your belly gets bigger. And as you breathe out, like the balloon is deflating, your belly sinks back down. So close your eyes. We're going to do this again 5 more times. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. See if you can breathe in and out through your nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more. I've lost count. So breathe in and breathing out. back to your natural breath. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. And you could have continued that for longer. And just notice how calming that can be. So if you ever feel a little bit stressed or you can't get to sleep at night, just placing your hands on your belly and working through a nice belly breath can really help calm and relax you. So you can remain seated here in a kneeling position, or you can come to a cross-legged. So I'm going to come cross-legged for now. We're going to bring one hand down to the side, it doesn't matter which. One hand comes down to the floor. Inhale, take the other arm up and over. And you can almost sort of move, a bit like a wave, maybe a branch in a tree. So we're just getting some movement in through the body. Again, maybe you can find that full breath that we were just doing. And then we're going to take this arm up above and we're going to go all the way up and bring it down to the floor and switch to the other side. So just some gentle movement. You can close your eyes here if you want to. Maybe you're really reaching with that hand. You can stay and pause and breathing into the side of the body. And then we're going to come all the way back up. This time reach both hands up, reaching towards the sky. Take a full breath. Exhale, hands come down to your side. Okay, so we're going to go through a little sequence here. So we're going to inhale, saying hello, good morning to the sun. Exhale, hello to the earth. Hand comes down to the side. Inhale, namaste to the stars, and to the other side, namaste to the moon. Bringing both hands up, reaching both hands up, and namaste to everyone. From here, rolling through your shoulders, just take a gentle movement. Notice how already you might feel this length and lightness through the body. And then exhale, release. Okay, bring your hands to your knees. We're just going to start to move around in a bit of a circle. So if you're in a kneeling position, see if you can come round to a cross-legged position. And we're going to start to come forward towards the left or the right. Doesn't really matter. We're going to change it in a minute. And then come across and all the way back. As we come forward, we sort of open up through the chest. So we're leaning forward, sweeping across, and then tuck the chin and roll back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Continue that. I'm just going to show you from the side. So we really start to round through the back. As we come back, you can lean back and we inhale, come forwards. And then reverse it. Take it the other way. Coming all the way back, spiraling through. And then coming back to centre. Lovely. Okay, from here, coming on to our hands and knees. So coming on to hands and knees, we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our thighs, okay, or our hips. So this is our tabletop position. As we inhale, drop the belly down. So just allow your belly to go down and gaze forward. Roll those shoulders back. Lovely. As we exhale, we're going to draw our tummy up towards our back, and we're going to tuck our chin into our chest and look back towards our thighs. Lovely. Inhale into our cow pose. Exhale, rounding through into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep that going just for a few minutes. I'm just going to tie my hair up here. So this movement is really good at opening up through the spine, just allowing that length Allowing your breath to be able to move a little bit easier through your body. So sometimes we get a little bit tight, especially if we're working at home, at desks and things, looking at a laptop all day on Google Classroom and things like that. So just getting a little bit of movement in here. And then we're going to tuck our toes under, so coming onto the toes, and we're going to lift our hips. So our hips start to lift up, the knees come off the floor, and we reach our bottom all the way back. Maybe your heels don't come to the floor, that's fine. You can keep your knees bent. Coming into our downward facing dog. You can even give your bottom a little wiggle. Okay, imagine you have a tail there. And then maybe pedal through the feet. Taking our dog for a walk. Breathing in and out as we move. And then bending the knees, looking forward and slowly making your way all the way up to the top of your mat. Coming into a forward fold here. Take a moment, breathing deep. Exhale fully. Inhale, allow your hands to come all the way up towards your thighs. Bend through your knees and just look forward slightly. So you end up with a nice flat back position, or like a number 7. Okay, with your body. And then you exhale, breathe out, fold all the way back down. As we breathe in, we're going to push through the feet, reach the arms out left to right and take them all the way up above the head. And then gently bringing your hands down to your heart. Okay, from here we're going to go through a sun salutation, but in a children's sort of way, okay? So we're going to have our feet rooted. You can have your feet hip distance apart. We're going to breathe in through our nose. Breathe out, touch your toes. Breathe in to your hips. Breathe out to your fingertips. Squat down into frog. Step back into dog. Lower knees to the mat. Into cow. Into cat. Jump or step to the front of your mat. Breathe in, reach up high. Breathe out, hands by your side. Okay, 2 more times. So just getting that breath into the body. Exhale, release. And moving through. Are you ready? So again, breathing in through the nose. Breathe out, touch your toes. Breathe into your hips. Breathe out to your fingertips. Squat down into frog. Step back into dog. Lower knees to the mat. Into cow. Into cat. And step or jump to the front of your mat. Breathe in, reach up high. Breathe out, hands by your side. 1 more go. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out, touch your toes. Breathe into your hips. Breathe out to your fingertips. Squat down into frog. Step back or jump into dog. Lower knees to the mat. Into cow. Into cat. Jump or step to the front of your mat. Breathe in, reach up high. Breathe out, hands by your side. Lovely. Staying here. Take a full breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Okay. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to step the left foot back, lower the left knee down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Maybe you come onto the top of that back foot. Bring the hands together. Okay, when I teach in school, sometimes they like to call this our unicorn pose. Take a full breath. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Bring your left hand to the floor and then just bring your right hand up. Take a breath and bring your hand back down. And then we're going to step the back foot up to meet the front. Forward fold. Again, breathe in, reach up high. Breathe out, hands by your side. Stepping the other foot back now. Lower that knee. Breathe in, reach your hands up. Stay here, take a breath. Maybe you can bring the palms to touch. And then exhale, hands come down. Right hand for me comes down to the floor and the other arm lifts up, coming into our twist. Exhale, hand comes back down. Lift that back knee and step it up to meet the front. Forward fold. So just allow your body to hang here. Lovely. Breathing into your hips. Breathing out to your fingertips. From here, we're going to step both feet back into plank pose or kneeling plank, okay? So you choose. In our plank, we're going to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower yourself all the way to the belly. Bringing your hands back towards your ribs, so just drawing them back a little bit. And then as we breathe in, roll those shoulders back, take a baby cobra here. And then exhale, breathe out, come back down. Tuck those toes, push back onto knees, and then lift the hips and come back into our dog pose. Take a breath here. Nearly done, so not a long practice. From here, lift one leg up above you. So coming to our three-legged dog. Maybe this is the tail, you can give it a wiggle. And then release that foot down. Switch, take the other leg up, maybe give it a wiggle, maybe look under the arm. And then bring that down. Soften through the knees. Step forward. Forward fold. Breathe in, reach up high. Breathe out, hands by your side. We're going to go through one more sun salutation. Okay, one more little flow before we come down onto the mat. So breathe in through your nose. Breathe out, touch your toes. Breathe in to your hips. Breathe out to your fingertips. Squat down into frog. Step or jump back into dog. Lower knees to the mat. Into cow. Into cat. And jump to the front of your mat. From here, stay in this forward fold and then start to lower the knees down, so you're bending through, lifting through your heels. Just see if you can balance here on your toes. So just a little bit of a balance, breathe in, and then we're going to trust and we're going to roll back. So from here, breathing in, and as we breathe out, releasing, rolling all the way back, hands and feet come up towards the ceiling, give them a little wiggle. And then hug your knees in to your chest. Just rocking from side to side. Just a little bit of movement here. Lovely. Bring your feet down to the floor and just see if you can take your feet a bit wider away from each other. Then we're going to allow the knees to just fall to one side, any side. Maybe they come all the way down to the ground. And see if you can take your head in the other direction of the knees. So my knees are facing this way and my head is facing this way. And just take a couple of breaths here. And then come back through centre. Bringing the knees back up and then allowing them to fall to the other side. And maybe the head goes in the other direction. And again, breathing here. Feel free to bring your hands to your belly. Feel that big belly breath. And then slowly coming back through centre. From here, we're going to take a few moments just to lay nice and still. So we call this Shavasana, okay, or corpse pose. So you can take up as much space as you want. If you feel that this isn't comfortable, lying flat out here, you can always bring your knees up. You could always lie on your side if you wanted to, or on your front. And if you have a blanket, you could always wrap a blanket over you and make yourself extra comfy and cozy. Perhaps today, bring your hands back to your belly. Close down your eyes. And as you close your eyes, it heightens your other senses, so the sound, maybe the temperature of the air on your skin. All those different things become a little bit more heightened. So maybe you can hear some sounds in the distance. Maybe you can hear your breath. And allow your focus to be on your breath. So we'll have thoughts coming in, and maybe how long will we be here, and maybe different things we have to do. It's normal, natural for these thoughts to come in. But each time, just bring it back to your breath. Feel your breath come in and out through your nose. Feeling your body and your belly gently moving with that breath. And then take a few moments here to just be still. Knowing that you're doing so well. There's lots of pressure on us, especially the children at the moment, so make sure you take time to love yourself and to know how wonderful and amazing you are. And a bit like a lotus flower. The lotus flower emerges from the most muddy, muckiest pond, and yet as it breaks free on the surface of the water, it's so clean and crystal that it's almost like it hasn't come from the depths of the pond. And it blossoms and grows, showing its beauty. So sometimes when things are really tough and we're struggling, and we find that way through just like a lotus flower, we are able to blossom and show our true beauty. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and reach out if you're worried or you need to talk. There's plenty of people around that will listen. So making sure that if you need any extra help or assistance, that you ask. Take a couple more breaths here. Take a big breath in through your nose, the biggest breath you have all day. Feel that belly get bigger, and as you breathe out through your mouth. 2 more, breathe in. And breathe out. Last one, breathe in through your nose. back to your natural breath. Wherever you are, just start to get a little bit of movement. And then we'll make our way back up into a comfortable seat. Thank you for coming to share your time with me, and I hope you found this beneficial. And there is some more videos for teen yoga on my YouTube channel, but if there's something specific that you would like me to go through, or if there's something as a child or a parent that you're concerned about and would like me to focus the yoga practice on helping in that situation, then please feel free to message me, put a comment, and I will be happy to help. Notice how you feel. It's good, hey? Makes you feel good, just moving and breathing and knowing that you can do this in your own body, whether you're flexible or not, whether you feel that you're the right size or not, girl, boy, doesn't matter. Yoga practice is there for everybody, so enjoy it and use it to help you. I've had lots of fun sharing this with you. Have a wonderful week. Look after each other. From me to you. Namaste.